certainly.
You blink and find yourself standing in the knee-high grass of an endless field, with the day just falling into dusk. Then, the earth falls away. The wind ceases, and you are sent tumbling up into the dark of the sky.
Watcher.
The voice of the pallid night shakes the earth at your feet. You have returned to Bareth's realm, your soul once more called to attend the wishes of the god of death.
Once again, you have spoken with the Child of Light. Tell me what you have learned. My patience is not infinite, and your soul is but one breath in a hurricane that I control.
She closes the gap between you in a blink. This near, you realize the god of death has a smell. Like dust and ozone, petrichor and cold, cold steel.
Intriguing.
The pallid knight stares past you, pensive.
While attend, tell me what your many eyes perceive.
Her words ring out, and a heavy silence descends. In the silence breaks the murmur of countless voices. They speak all at once in languages both known and unknown to you. In the space beside Berith, an eye blinks open, followed fast by several more. They are round, keen eyes of Kith, the slit eyes of snakes, the small, dark marbles of birds, the bulbous lanterns of deep-sea fish.
Here we are.
A figure walks through the cloud of eyes as one might step through a door. It is an Orlan, then a pale elf, an ocean human, a Naga. Each of them eyeless. They are Wal.
This is the first interesting thing to happen in ages. And we do so love a riddle.
The figure wears an Amawa's grin, and the many voices beneath its own titter.
Some things must be lost to be found again. You knew that once, when you buried my scroll beneath the earth in Black Meadow. But it seems you have forgotten. We have read the book of your life, Watcher. It is heavy with the weight of your choices, and its pages are not unmarred by the blood of others. You reap, but on a smaller scale. We see between the strings of the world, and Eothas is there, strumming them like a lute. His tongue is still, yet he sings of a coming joy. What tune he plays, we do not know. It is complex, ever-shifting. One moment vibrating in harmony, the next in discord.
A man strides through the door to Berith's realm. Behind him lope wolves with lolling tongues, and jungle cats whose long tails twitch with every step. Galawain, the changeling, arrives, and he brings with him the wild heart of Aora's untamed places. Fast on Galawain's heels, a small wave of seawater washes across the tiles. It pours off the edge of the platform and cascades down into the beyond. From out of the water rears a glowing lure, then the head of a gigantic fish. The round black eyes of Andra roll to meet yours.
Eothas is nothing if not resourceful. I admire his nerve.
In the changeling's voice, you hear the soft patter of rain on leaves and the rush of wind through treetops.
No, he is a creature of the pack left long alone. Without our strength behind him, he is weak. If his journey leads him back to us, he has proved himself worthy of return to the fold.
Eothas does not return to us. He returns to execute some grand plan. We must stop him.
Andra's voice rises like a tide, panic riding its crest. The doors lining the walls of Berith's realm slam open in unison. Warped pieces of ancient armor and the remnants of discarded weapons roar through the doorways. They meet in the center of the room, in a shower of sparks, and form the vague figure of a man. Finally, a blacksmith's sledge hurtles past your shoulder, and the figure snatches it from the air. A man forged in metal stands before you. Twin flames ignite in his eyes, and a low rumble starts in his chest. He walks forward. With each halting, jerky step, you're assaulted with the unbearable screech of metal grinding upon metal.
We should destroy Eothas, that we might reforge him into something new, something stronger. He could be a weapon that all of us might wield.
Abaddon's words carry the heat of the forge. Behind them, you hear the clang and clatter of hammer on metal, and the hiss of just quenched steel.
Abaddon speaks with wisdom. He violates not their realms, but mine. I feel his urgency in every stamp of his feet along my spine. I will send tsunamis to slow him, if Mogren would stir the earth beneath Mogren's teeth.
The water at your feet recedes. Lava oozes up through the shallow water, and a woman made from the guts of the earth emerges. She settles her characteristic broadsword on her shoulder and sighs a cloud of smoke and ash. Mogren returns.
In the age when our steps carved valleys across the face of Aora, our bodies were impervious to all but the strongest attacks. I doubt fire and water will be enough to stop him. But I will bear down upon Aothas with all the heat and fury of the earth. If I must.
The death of thousands now could prevent the death of millions later.
Dark, inky tears fall from Andra's eyes.
Sacrifices of the few protect the futures of the many. You cannot let your petty, mortal feelings blind you to the urgency of the dilemma Aothas has thrust upon us.
You will mind upon whose ground you tread.
The pallid night watches you with keen, predatory eyes. The deep, bellowing cry of an aurochs shakes the ground beneath your feet. The cry drones on and on, a moan without end. Wal's many eyes squeeze shut. Andra slips back beneath her waves. Mogren dissipates in a swirling cloud of steam. Galawain's beasts cower and whine. Only the pallid night stands impassive.
My end comes to all things in time. Should Aothas care to hasten the inevitable, I welcome his efforts. Aothas seeks a slate wiped clean, freedom from the endless revolutions of Barath's wheel. The final emancipation of the countless stolen mortal lives the gods hoard within themselves.
The Child of Light will not choose the hour of my death.
Mogren tests the edge of her broadsword with a smoldering finger.
He sows chaos in his longing for a radiant dawn. So much will be lost in the cacophony of fear his actions inspire.
The crack of thunder rends the air. The gods fall silent.
We can wait no longer to act. Speak with him, Watcher. Discover what it is he plans.
Water begins to creep across the floor. It swells, runs swiftly, and catches at you. Scrabble at the tiles, but it's no use. The current's pull drags you off the edge of Barath's realm and into the fathomless beyond. You splash down in water so dark you can't see the bottom. Then, the water recedes, gone like a dream upon waking. The hard wood of your cabin's floor presses against your spine. The gods are gone, but you remain.
Vela, do you have any duties on board this ship?
Yes, I help.
Indeed. May Helia smile upon your endeavors. Of course.
It is high time we spoke away from the exhaustive filter of the court. My children, Kahopa and Tangaloa, it is to them that I answer when dignitaries do not pound at my door.
I think I speak for all of us when I say we'd be honored to pet your children. Trick with cats, of course, is you gotta ignore them first. Get them interested.
We are of one mind. My mother taught me to bait an enemy into the open, give it comfort and confidence. A messenger from the jaws of Tangaloa speaks with the voice of wisdom and change, I say. It is fitting that yours should be the voice that tells of Hasongo's fate. What did you see there? The snakes are on edge. Where comes this new boldness? Far be it for me to complain if they make trouble for outsiders. What of Aethys? If you know why he terrorizes the Deadfire, speak on. If Aethys makes for Magrin's teeth, I say the Rathun will grind him to dust for the praise of their warrior matron. Even if they fail, it will be an enemy cleared from my plate. This is the gratitude of Nagati, I say. Optimism has not abandoned me yet, Watcher, but I note your thoughts on the matter. From Port Mage to Hasongo to Magrin's teeth, Aethys follows a rich vein of Adra. It takes him northeast to more interesting territory. In the deepest memory of the tribes, we have told stories of Magrin's teeth. Embellished sailors' fables, Akira, but not without some truth. My people speak of treacherous seas, lakes of fire, and the ancient warriors hammered to life on Magrin's anvil. Ashen Maw is the grandest and most accessible of the peaks. It is the sharpest tooth in Magrin's jaw. Prepare yourself for a fight. If you make preparations in Nekataka, I say we can help each other. I must keep the city's peace, and I have only so many arms and eyes. While the Deadfire screams, I would see Nekataka outlast the storm to come. What I need is a lasting peace that will outlive my dynasty. But I will accept peace of mind for now. What do you know of my water shapers, Herald of Bareth? Akira, if you recall history, then you know why I am protective over the guild. My water shapers are the levy holding back Rawatai's advance. An adept standing at the prow of a war canoe is enough to send the fleet scrambling for the shallows. This reminds me, I owe the Hazanui a basket of koiki in remembrance of the Battle of Nekaro Atoll. Akira, you think so? I am counting on the Hazanui seen through my condolences. While the problems of Aethys and overindulgent admirals plague these waters, I have summoned the masters of water shaping to Nekataka. Now would be the time to confer with Guildmaster Mairu, but she does not answer my summons. It is too early to grow a forest from this coconut, but I would not dispatch you if I felt at ease. The Guild can suffer no setbacks. If Mairu shirks her duties, her queen would know the reason. Nagati, do not abandon us now.
My brothers and sisters have set sail for Nekataka.
I thought the tribes needed them to calm the weather.
A great...
Here's where I do the ritual. Right there, under the statue of Gon.
Yes. Happily.
Nothing like a homecoming to make a girl remember her roots, even if they are dried up and half dead. Sometimes I wonder if my brethren don't think I got black ichor running in my veins. Why are you so fond of me, Watcher? Makes me think untoward things. Gives me notions I don't need to be getting. I can't risk straying when I got a duty to Gon. All right. Yeah, I'm ready. I've done this before, but never with such a full lantern. You may want to stand back. The experience can be somewhat intense. Don't know if I feel cleaner, but I feel something. Blessed, for sure. Let's just hope it lasts, because my lantern feels as heavy as ever, full to brimming with essence, like dark water spilling over my mind.
Yes.
I was born to reap souls and lead them to the light. Now with Aethys dead, and these dire visions, I think I need to shield them from a hell gone dark. But the more I gather, the more my mind turns to tatters. That ain't gonna happen. You'd ask me to turn my back on my god? All right, I'll be right behind you.
Light of Aethys be upon you.
Your friend guided you truly. Gadarian Bosch has honored me with the duty of helping his message reach all of the faithful. We answer the Shining God's call. He shows us the way and we march in his wake. Already the Vanguard prepares to make its journey, with more soon to follow. Yes, in fact. We will follow him along the lighted path. When the time is right, he will welcome our souls into his legion. Gadarian Bosch has seen it.
Just your souls, then? Not your bodies?
The Shining God demands total commitment from his followers. What good is a soldier who is not willing to make the ultimate sacrifice for her cause? To walk the lighted path, one must be willing to never turn back.
Tough to walk very far without a soul. The Hollowborn, usually you'd have to stack him in a wheelbarrow and push him around.
Gadarian Bosch leads the Vanguard. They are the most righteous of the partisans. They will be the first to join the ranks of Aethys, the first to charge at his call.
Baron said something about the Vanguard. You don't think he's that dumb, do you?
The Vanguard know their own, and Gadarian Bosch knows them. Beyond that, we keep such information private.
If they know their own, what do you think they'd say to a couple new members? Can we be in the Vanguard too?
I'm afraid you cannot. The Vanguard is reserved for the most faithful among us. You have not even joined the partisans. It is no longer in my power to help you into the Vanguard. We would still welcome you as a partisan.
Listen, we didn't come for that. There's somebody in the Vanguard that doesn't belong there. He's young and he lost his mother. He's not thinking real well. We just want to get him back home. Can you tell us where they'd be?
Your friend has embraced the call of his god. He is of rare faith to have requested entry into our Vanguard. Perhaps he is not the one in need of saving.
This is going nowhere. Come on, let's get out of here. I'll think of something.
What can I do you for?
Hey there.
What do you need?